If a pine cone falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? If you are the newest sawmill in Mackenzie, BC, not only is it heard, it becomes green gold for the McLeod Lake Indian Band. In 2014, the First Nations logging company went from harvesting timber to producing its own forest product.
Al Humphreys and a group recognized that there was, with the major companies, Canfors and the Paper Excellence and Conifex, they're primarily looking for logs that are of higher value. So there was lots of wood left behind in the bush that was otherwise being burnt. So the idea was to utilize fiber that was undesirable to those companies and to bring that in and merchandise, essentially use more of the forest that was otherwise being burned.
The goal is to turn forest waste into marketable products that sell in China, Saudi Arabia, and North America. A niche market that doesn't challenge the existing forest industry based 2 hours northwest of Prince George, BC.
It's a very good compliment for the community of Mackenzie because, in fact, we're fibered up now with wood coming from Canfor, Conifex, West Fraser. We've had conversation with Dunkley, so we're sort of we take some undesirable fiber from them. By the same token, we provide them with fiber that they like for their mills. So it's a complementary mill.
Most sawmills are housed inside buildings to protect the equipment from the elements. DuzCho's Cant Mill is unique because it's connected to the outside of the building.
We wanted to ensure that we didn't have any areas where dust could accumulate and creating a confined space. So by putting the mill on the outside, it takes one of the elements of a dust explosion out of the equation.
Safety is DuzCho's #1 priority. The most valuable assets are the people who work here. They say they're just like family, and perhaps that's why there's been no lost time accident at the mill.
It's a real hats off and success to the employees, and the band members that are here are exemplary employees, and as well, it's just a real cohesive group, and we're excited to move forward, and they're excited to face new challenges. So it's been an awesome opportunity.
It makes me feel good working for my own mill, for our own band. I know it's an entity, but still, it belongs to the band, and it makes me feel good. I mean, first time ever working in the mill, and I enjoy it.
I know it belongs to the band, but we got different bosses. I just enjoy working here.
I think that's the biggest one, is they're not as shy. Their confidence is up. And I think that's what this mill does for them.
The operation is designed to be extremely efficient. Waste logs are turned into 80mm by 80mm cants that are 12 feet in length. Nothing goes to waste and is used in some form or another.
So what we do is we take a log and make it square. So any of the outside pieces will be chipped, and the chips themselves go to the pulp mill to make paper. The bark will go for hog. The sawdust will also be consumed by the pulp mill to augment their paper process. And at times we'll have chunks in the yard that will be ground up to potentially feed the power plant here in town. So everything that comes in is utilized.
DuzCho's forest products reaches around the globe. The cans are loaded into sea cans that are sealed on site. Then they are trucked to Prince George and transferred onto trains bound for the port of Prince Rupert. From there, the sea cans are taken from the train and loaded onto container ships. DuzCho's forest products are first delivered to a port in China and then transferred to another ship bound for Saudi Arabia.
Our product is very desired, so in a poor market where other companies are dumping their product, ours is still fetching a higher value than other companies.
The small but environmentally efficient mill supports the local economy by putting in over $100,000 a month. Not bad, as more and more waste wood winds up here, becoming green gold for the McLeod Lake Indian Band.